We got some news, and this is the story that just keeps on giving, and it's one that is hopefully now nearing its end because ESPN Shams Charania reported earlier on Monday that the Milwaukee Bucks are officially open for business on trade calls for two-time MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo. They hope to get a deal done before or the night of the NBA draft. Now the draft lottery is set. They feel like they have a better idea of what offers might become available. And before that, on Saturday, the Athletics' Sam Amick reported that if and when this comes to pass, where either Giannis demands the trade officially or the Bucks officially decide they're fielding offers, Giannis is reportedly going to have a heavy input on where he ends up. And he's already told sources that he'd like to, number one, stay in the Eastern Conference, and number two, play for a team that has a chance to win an NBA championship.
To take game over, eating everything, no leftovers. I pulled up with all my soldiers. Boss that's one word is over. In my hood they treat me like Hova. Pressure, I'm prime pressure. Pressure, I'm prime pressure. Pressure, I'm prime pressure. I'm out they throats, I ain't letting off. 100 car, I'm about to let it off.
All right, y'all. Let's talk about this real quick. Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Milwaukee Bucks. They have officially put him on the market for what they say. You seen that from the clip that you just saw. My thing is with this, I'm just saying, I say it all the time. These guys are making too much money. And the fact that you're going to have to give up heaven and earth to get these guys, you know what I'm saying? That's just what it all boils down to. When it comes to these great superstars, man, you got to give up heaven and earth to get them. That's the problem. Then on top of it, Giannis ain't been Giannis since he won the championship. And it's just facts. It's just facts. He's always hurt. He missed a lot of games this year. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that when you get Giannis, what you're going to have to do is completely restructure how you're going to play the game. Bench is gone. Certain superstars is going to be gone. That's just what's going to happen. And that's a problem with a lot of teams, man. They give up heaven and earth to get players that are either one or two things going to happen. They're going to get hurt. You got to restructure your whole offense. You're going to have to give up your whole bench, and then this is what's going to happen. You're going to start hearing this throughout the year. Oh, he needs help. He has no bench. They don't have depth. They're not going to be able to get over the hump. He's going to have pieces. He's going to need a second co-star. Blah, 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 blah. It's the same old story, bro. It's just rinse and repeat, man. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. They're going to get these contract extensions. They're going to get these max dollars. Then next thing you know, they're not gonna have enough cap space to get players to fill in the blanks. And the thing with Giannis, Giannis is a great player, phenomenal player, MVP, defensive player of the year, you know what I'm saying, championship, all that. But the problem with him, he only plays one way, and that's go. No real jump shot, no post move. So you're limited to what you're gonna have to do. You know what I'm saying? With him just being by himself. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna need a closer because he's not gonna be able to really close like that. You know what I'm saying? That's when you need a guy that can jump shoot and shoot the ball and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? With him, you ain't gotta worry about defending. At least he could defend, not like a Luka. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that you're gonna have to give heaven and earth to get him, do you want to take that risk? You know? Now you got some teams that probably don't have to do as much, but still, just imagine if the Knicks didn't have it. If the Knicks that's why the Knicks didn't make that move because they didn't have the necessary asset because they had got Bridges. That's the reason. You're gonna have to have the assets to do this type of deal. You could, and to me, where I've been seeing where the trend is going right now in the NBA, develop these players, bro. And that's the problem with a lot of the teams, man. They don't want to take the time to develop these players because they want to win right now. And then you fail. Look at OKC. They developed these players. You made some trades. You made logical trades. Look at all the asset they got. Draft capital out the fugazi. You got the up and coming Spurs, same way, young, talented. It's run and gun. It's run and gun, bruh. That's where it's at. You see what look at the Rockets, same situation. You get Kevin get hurt in the playoffs. You gave up assets to get him. You know, I know I get it. You didn't have a traditional point guard, but still, at the end of the day, Kevin was a little older. Him rolling his ankle, if he was younger, you know what I'm saying? That you would walk that off, put some icy hot on that mug, and you good to go the next day. And then what you're limited to, you're if not limited, but when you keep getting injured and you can't develop your game, that's even a worse sign. And you're not gonna get. The older you get, the easier it's gonna be. You're gonna get injured. The longer you're gonna be out. Type situation. It's just the name of the game, man. Me personally, I wouldn't make the move. I know a lot of teams probably would make the move. Let me know what you guys think in the comment. I'm just not for it. You know? It's just not for it. Giannis is dope, man. But I'm gonna have to give up a whole lot to get this brother. And then what he did in Milwaukee, like got rid of the coach, got rid of certain players, so you could build a team around you, and it didn't work. So now you're going to be demanding a lot of stuff to fit your play style. Coaches are going to have to adapt. Players are going to have to adapt. What y'all think, though? I don't know.